I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another player review. If you watched 6 PM content last night, then you would have seen me complete this SBC. When I actually completed it, it was going for around 120, 130. By the time that it's sort of settled down a little bit now, it's around 115 to 120, which is pretty damn decent for a card that I think a lot of people wanted. There were some others in there, some decent selections, but Pulisic was the one that I think it's the one the majority voted for, of course it is. But I think it's the one that a lot of people would have wanted, just because of the fact that it's a Premier League player. A lot of people have Premier League teams, and you have to try and think outside the hardcore. You know, the people I would consider you watching this relatively hardcore, if not full-on hardcore, because you're watching a FIFA video. There are a lot of people out there that just don't know and don't realise how big the FIFA community is in terms of like YouTube and Twitter and all the rest of it. So when you see that, you just think to yourself, that's the whole FIFA community. But there are millions of people who play this game a lot that just don't get involved in that sort of thing. Now, with that being said, we've got a 4-star, high, medium player, lean body type as well, which is sensational, 5'10". Unfortunately, the traits are literally injury prone. So you will see him on the floor rolling around for absolutely no reason a few times. But that's what happens with these foreigners. He's American. Does that mean he's a foreigner? I guess so. Anyway, 99 acceleration, 95 sprint speed, 99 agility balance, and dribbling with 98 ball control and 90 reactions. 81 composure was a stat that it didn't have me like super concerned. I wasn't like, oh, well, this card is ruined because of it. It does make me think, like, why didn't you just give him better composure? Like, if I go and have a look to see the difference, they've boosted it the same, which, you know, on the face value of things makes sense, right? So they've given him 11 extra composure from 70 to 81, but they've also given him like 11 balance, 13 ball control, 12 dribbling. It's kind of in keeping with the card, and it makes sense. But when the composure is only coming up to 81, why not just give him an extra 5 or 6? Why not bump it up to 90? Is it really going to break your game at the end of July? I don't think it is personally, but hey, what do I know? 99 shot power, 91 finishing, 97 positioning. Great volleys as well. You'll see evidence of him doing sort of flicks and tricks and things like that and hitting the ball on the volley. 98 short passing, 97 vision. Good crossing on him as well. And then we come to the physical, 99 stamina and jumping. Terrible strength and aggression, to the point where there's almost no point in thinking about it. Like, you have a chem style option now, and I'm still bewildered as to which one realistically would be the best one to use. So my initial thought would be something like a Maestro. You turn him into a 97 rated cam or a 96 rated winger. The reason I thought that was obviously the reactions can go up a little bit. You can boost the long shots, which are in need of boosting if you like to take them. I do now and again. You know, there's some evidence of it maybe within the video. 99 short passing, 99 vision as well. But is it a waste? Could you maybe give him an engine and get better out of him? You get a 97 winger this time, but only a 96 cam. So it depends on where you want to play him. You still get that reaction, that ball control. You still get the free kicks. You don't get the long shots this time, but you do get that sprint speed up to 99. If you want to boost his composure, then a sniper is probably going to be the one for you. Taking his finishing to 99 as well as his positioning. Because in my opinion, right, the sniper's actually one of the better options. And you can argue if you want, and it depends on where you're going to play him, and obviously I'll accept your argument because it's whatever you want to do. But you do get an extra 5 on composure, which is the only real stat that does sort of half and half concern me, right? You get the reactions up to 95. The passing doesn't need boosting. The passing is already 98 for short passing, 97 for vision, and then 90 crossing. Yeah, okay, would it be a terrible thing if you could get that crossing up to 99? No, obviously it wouldn't. So even if you were to put an artist on him, for example, you get that 99 crossing. But with the sniper, if he's ever in front of goal, you can be safe in the knowledge that you've done all you can with the composure and you've boosted that finishing up as far as it'll go. So, in my opinion, I'd rather have him be that capable in front of goal rather than a little bit more capable in crossing, even though I do tend to cross a lot. But either way, card in game feels good. For a 115,000 coin player, I mean, I suppose you wouldn't really expect like the icon feel or like a Lionel Messi feel or anything like that, but he does feel really good. He's very quick, and that is something that in this game, of course, is very valuable. Going toe-to-toe with fullbacks constantly. The thing that I've noticed in the last few days in particular is pace seems to be, I don't know, I don't think they've changed anything. I mean, they haven't in an update mentioned anything. Whether they have done or not, it remains to be seen. But my strikers at the moment, or my wingers, don't seem to be able to skin fullbacks as often as I used to be able to do with them. So I give the ball to Ryan Kent, for example, Orsich team of the season, and they would literally glide past the fullback. I tried to do it yesterday with Masuaku, the West Ham left back. He, by the way, does literally looks like a South Park character when he runs, because you don't see his legs. It's just a glide in motion. It's unreal how fast he is. It doesn't sometimes doesn't even look like he's going quick, but he just motors. But the fullbacks that I'm up against, some of them aren't even that good. I played up against a Marcus Alonso flashback card, right? And that's a good card, don't get me wrong, but he ain't going to keep up with Masuaku. Absolutely no chance. He does. It's a joke how some players can keep up with your 99 acceleration agility player, even though you know they have less than 90 acceleration themselves and they're 6'2" and they just wouldn't be able to keep up. But they do. So you have to bear that in mind. But the trickery with this card is that he has the agility and the ball control and the dribbling, especially if you boost it. The ball control, that is, although it only needs to be boosted by 1 to go to 99. But if you do boost it, you're safe in the knowledge that you have 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot. You have great pace and agility and dribbling ability. That if you do need to run down that wing and you are noticing that maybe for some reason you're not getting past that fullback, you have better ball control than they could ever have. And that is something in FIFA that is not utter nonsense. If you have better ball control than your opponent does on their player that they're controlling, you can run rings around them, because they won't be able to jockey quick enough. They won't be able to get in your way and get in your face quick enough. What happens is you can maybe do a little 1-2, use the triangle to get round. It's going to be very difficult to track the run of someone that is that quick. I mean, when the AI is left to it and you are running toe-to-toe with flashback Alonso, for example, the AI somehow manages to keep up. If you do a little triangle and you send Pulisic on a run, and it's then left to your opponent to manually send Alonso down to cover Pulisic. If he does, so be it. But guess what? You've just created a gap, because now you've moved a player out of position. So it's handy to have that. And if you've got Masuaku overlapping Pulisic, by the way, it is so much pace down that left-hand side. There aren't that many defenders, and there aren't that many people who could defend two players with 99-99 on everything for pace. It is frightening how good they are together down that left-hand side. Very, very nice. Now, in front of goal, my biggest concern, like I said, was the composure. And I say in front of goal, of course, it does matter for passing as well, and a few other things. But mainly, you notice it when you go to take a shot, or maybe you go to play a pass and your player hesitates, takes too long, maybe the pass doesn't go where you want it to, that type of thing. And it's more prevalent with shooting than it is with passing, in my opinion, or at least in my experience. Does the composure play a part in the Pulisic card? If it does, it's so minute that I'm looking for it. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. With a sniper, you get 99 finishing and you've got 99 shot power. If he gets a shot on goal, he's going to cause problems. If you know how to shoot in this game, when to go for near post, when to go for far post, when to ball roll the goalkeeper, you're in dreamland, and your opponent is in a world of hurt, because you will not miss the target with Pulisic and you will score an ocean full of goals. He is very, very good. I wouldn't put him up there with some of like my favourite players in the game. I wouldn't put him up there with the top players, but he is so close to breaking into that bracket. I honestly really enjoyed him. His nation is not a great one to link, so if you do have a hybrid side like myself, I had to sort of rejig a few things, but if you do have a hybrid team, he can cause a few problems with chemistry, But if you have a Premier League or an icon left-hand side and you're able to get him in there on full chem, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't, unless you have a better, proven player for that position. I have Diaby's boosted showdown card, 95 rated, and to be honest, I think Pulisic will probably get the nod over him, and he will drop to the bench as my super sub because I enjoy Pulisic a little bit more. I'm not a Chelsea fan, I'm not American, I'm not biased in the slightest. He's just an all-round great card. Let me know what you think in the comments if you've used him. Do you like him? Do you not like him? Is he going to replace your current left wing or left mid? And if you have enjoyed this video, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index, the game changed. Download the app now.